Hello, dear lovely students. I hope all of you are doing great. So today we have a new subject, and it is sides and angles in a triangle, page 193. It is section 3 in chapter 5. So before we get into the detail, in this section we have 1, 2, 3 types of questions. So there is only these 3 questions. Out of these 3 questions, there is nothing else. So the first question is, the first type is ordering angles and sides. One of the questions in this section is, we are going to order the angles or ordering the sides. This is the first question. Then, second one, applying the triangle inequality theorem. And the third one, finding possible side length. So I'm going to explain each of them with, let's say, several examples. The first one, how to order sides and angles of a triangle. Let's say you have a triangle, then how can you order them from least to greatest or greatest to least? The rule is in each triangle, the longest side is across or opposite to the largest angle. If you have let's say the longest side in a triangle is opposite or across to the, let's say, the largest angle. And also the shortest side is opposite to or across to the smallest angle. So what does it mean? Let's explain that sentence in an example. Look at here, we have let's say a triangle. It is GHJ, okay? And the length of each side is given. That side is 28.5, that side is 27.2, and here is 33.4. We are going to order the angle from least to greatest. What are the angles? We have angle G, angle H, and also angle J. So we are going to order from least to greatest. How do we know which angle is the, let's say, smallest? Look at the numbers: 27.2, 33.4, 28.5. Which number is the smallest? The smallest number is 27. So directly, because this is the shortest, the smallest number, the shortest side, it means the smallest angle is across it. Okay, so 27.2 is the smallest, let's say, the shortest side. Then opposite to 27.2, it is angle H. So the smallest angle is H. Write down angle H. This is the first one. Why? Because H is opposite to the shortest side. After that, 28.5 and 33.4. Which side is shorter? Of course, 28 is shorter. That's why the angle opposite to 28, this is the side. Which angle is opposite? That angle. It is J. So J is the second one. So finally, the biggest number, or the, let's say, longest side is 33.4. Then opposite to that side, it is angle G. So G is the greatest. This is the way we are going to order the angles. We always check the sides. Smallest sides, we have the smallest angle. Or you can say shortest side, smallest angle. Then longer and longest. That's why we are going to order the angles in that way. Another question, this time we are going to order the sides. Write sides in order from smallest to least, or you can say shortest to the, it's not smallest to biggest, it is shortest to longest. Okay. The triangle is GFE, and the measure of the angles, we have 55, 63, and 62. This time the angles are given. We want to find, let's say, order the sides. If the sides are given, we are going to order the angles, so they are opposite. Here, the angles are given, so that's why we are going to order the sides. So between 63, 62, 55, which one is the smallest angle? It's quite clear. The smallest angle is 55. So directly look at the opposite of 55. What is the opposite of 55? The opposite of 55 is that side. What is that side? GE. So GE is the smallest one. So 55 is out. Between 63 and 62, which one is the smallest? Or let's say smaller, 62. Directly look at the opposite of 62. It is that side. What is that side? GF. So GF. So be careful, dear students. Let's say there is no difference if you change the place. Let's say you say GE or EG is the same, or FG or GF is the same. Finally, the biggest angle is 63. Opposite of 63 we have FE. FE. So this is the way we order them. GE, GF, FE. Because the smallest angle is 55. Across 55 we have that side. Okay, GE. Then we have 62. Across 62 we have GF. And finally across 63 we have FE. Another example, example 3, write the size in order from smallest to biggest. Because you are, again, it's the shortest to longest. We want to order the size. If you look at the graph, we have one of the angles 39, the other one is 54, but one of the angle is missing here. It's not given, so we cannot order the size. Why? Because all the angles are not given. So what do? We cannot stop here, we have to solve it. So in the grades 8, 7, 5, 6, all the grades, you have studied that the measure of interior angle of a triangle is 180. Okay, the measure of all three angles, okay, is 180. It means 39 plus 54 plus the unknown angle, let's say it is M, it must be 180. So right now we have 1, 2 angle, so then you can find the third one. 39 plus 54, it's going to be 93 plus M is equal 180. So move it to the other side. M is equal 180 minus 93. So M is equal 87. So the measure of the missing angle is 87. Then we can find the, let's say, solve the question. Here, the measure of this angle is 87. So right now we have all the angles. Then we can order the side from least to greatest, from shortest to the longest. Okay, between 39, 54, 87, which angle is the smallest? Which angle is the smallest? So the smallest angle is 39. Directly look at the opposite of that angle. Which one's the opposite here? This is the opposite, this side. We have KM. So KM is the smallest. So 39 is out. After that, between 54 and 87, of course 54 is smaller. Then the opposite of that angle is that side. Okay, LM. Fine. Finally, we have 87. This is the last angle, is the greatest. The opposite of that side, that angle is that side, KL. KL. So this is the order from shortest to the longest. I told you before you can write MK or KM, LM or ML. It's fine, it's the same. This is the first part of the question. In the beginning I told you the first type of the question is order the size and the angles from least to greatest or greatest to least. The second type is applying the inequality theorem of, let's say, triangle. How do we know that three given numbers, we have S here, are going to make a triangle or are going to be a triangle? Then the rule is, the theorem is, the sum of any two-side lengths, okay, of a triangle, it is greater than the third side. So what does it mean? Let's explain by an example. Here we have example 4. Tell whether a triangle can have sides with 3, 5, 7. Can 3, 5, 7 be a triangle? So let's test it. Then the rule is we are going to add two of them. It must be greater than the third one, the third side. So 3 plus 5, it must be greater than 7. Write a question mark on the, let's say, the inequality because you want to check. Then the other one, then you can say 5 plus 7, 5 plus 7, it must be, is it greater than 3? And also, finally, write 3 plus 7, is it greater than 5? So let's test it. First one, 3 plus 5, it is 8. Is 8 greater than 7? Of course, it is greater. 5 plus 7 is 12. Is 12 greater than 3? Yes, of course. 3 plus 7 is 10. Is 10 greater than 5? Of course, it is greater. So these three numbers apply the rule, or let's say the inequality theorem that says two sides, the addition of two sides is greater than the third one. Addition of two sides is greater than the third one. Addition of two sides is greater than the third one. So 3, 5, 7 are going to make a triangle. But for that example, we have 11, 4, and 6. Let's test that, let's say those three numbers. The first one we have 11 plus 4. Is it greater than 6? Then 4 plus 6. Is it greater than 11? And finally we have 11 plus 6. Is it greater than 4? Okay, so let's test. First one, 11 plus 4 is 15. Is 15 greater than 6? Yes. It applies for the first one. 4 plus 6 is equal 10. Is 10 greater than 11? Of course, it is not. That's why these three numbers are not going to be a triangle, because one of the sides here, we add 4 and 6, okay, it became 10. But 10 is not greater than the third side, that is 11. That's why it's not apply the rule. Even for the third one, 11 plus 6 is 17, greater than 4, okay? But it still, let's say, does not work because it must apply for all of them, okay? If it applies for the, let's say, first one and the second one, but if it does not, if it does not apply for one of them, then you say it is not going to make a triangle. Okay, this is the second type of the question. The third type of the question is two numbers is given in the, let's say in the exam, two numbers is given. Then we must find the range of the third side. Then how to find it? It's quite easy. Always try to subtract and add, or you say add or subtract. Let's explain by an example. Example 6, it says the lengths of two sides of a triangle. Two sides are given. Of a triangle are 6 and 11. We have 6 and 11. What is the range of the third side? In what range can you write, okay, for the third side? So we have 11 and 6. It's quite easy. 11 minus 6 is equal 5. So write down 5. Then 11 plus 6 is equal 17. So write down 17. Then the range of the third side is x greater than less than 7 and x greater than 5. Okay, let's solve it again. So we have 6 and 11. Find the range of the third side. It's quite easy. 11 minus 6 is 5. 11 plus 6 is 17. So x is between 5 and 17. It's quite easy and simple. Finally, we reached that we have many questions. The first question, it says, in a triangle ABC, AB is equal 21 centimeter, BC is equal 17, and AC is equal 9 centimeter. Order the angles from least to greatest. So we can now solve that question until we draw the graph. Okay. So here, the graph. Let's draw a graph of triangle. So we have A, B, C. The measure of AB is 21. AB is 21. BC, okay, it is 17. And AC is 9. So right now we have to order the angles from least to greatest because the sides are given. That's why we order the angles. So which number is the smallest? The smallest number is 9. Okay. Then the angle across to 9 is B. So the smallest angle is B. After that, 21 and 17, which one's smallest or which one's smaller? 17. Across 17, we have angle A. Then finally we have 21. Across 21, we have C. Then BAC. BAC. So the first choice is the correct answer. Question 2 says, if the length is of two sides of a triangle are 9 centimeter and 12 centimeter, what is the range of possible length of the third side? We have 12 and 9, so 12 and 9. I told you, first time subtracted, then added, we get the results. 12 minus 9, it is 3. 12 plus 9 is equal 21. So the range is between 3 and 21. Be careful, there is no equal with the inequality. There is no equal. So it is between 3 and 21. It is between 3 and 21. I think the correct answer is not included here. This is 21. Okay, make it 21. This is the correct answer because 12 plus 9 is 21. Question 3. Again, we have a triangle. It says order from least to greatest. It's quite easy. The smallest side is 7. So 7 is across C. Then we have 8 across B and 9 across A. So CBA, it is C. The choice C is the correct answer. Again, we have another question. If the length of two sides of a triangle are 8 centimeter and 12 centimeter, we have 8 and 12. So 8 plus 12, it is 20. Then 12 minus 8, it is 4. So it is between 4 and 20. So the correct answer is D. X less than 20, x greater than 4. Question 5. In the graph that you have the graph on the right side, which angle is the greatest? A, B, C. Which angle is the greatest? A, B, C. Which angle is the greatest? If you look at the angles, none of them are given, or let's say none of those given, but we have a size. Which side is the greatest? 7, 9, 12. 12 is the greatest. Which angle is across to 12? B. So angle B is the greatest angle. Why? Because it is the opposite of the greatest, the longest side. Question 6. Write the angles in order from least to greatest. Again, it's quite easy. It's a repeated question. We have first one, we have 4, it's L, then 4.5, it's T, then we have 6, it is B. So LT, B, LT, B, B is the correct answer. And the last question is, again, we have side length is 16. We have 16 and 6. Okay, so 16 minus 6 is equal 10, and 16 plus 6 is equal 22. So it is between 10 and 22. Sixteen minus 6 is equal 10, and 16 plus 6 is equal 22. So the x between 10 and 22, I think the correct answer is not included here. So the correct answer is that solution. X is between 10 and also between 22. Okay, so dear student, this is the end of our lesson. I hope you get benefit from me. Thanks for watching.